Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to Goosebumps Dead of Night, based on the not-so-hit film Goosebumps 2018. Originally, this game was supposed to come out and coincide with the movie, but it's bad, and so it was delayed for 2 years. Oh yes. And dear viewer, I must tell you, beware. You are in for a scare. Also, interesting fact about this game, every time you start a new game, it deletes your save, so you cannot practice if you hit new game. So just FYI if you do decide to run this game. So in 3, 2, 1, we shall begin. Now another interesting thing is, if you try to start before he says the typewriter, the game freaks out. It will freak out in one of two ways. Either the loading screen to your right will stutter and pause and not move, except for back and forth in place, or the logo of the company who makes the game will flash rapidly in your face. However, it still takes 22 seconds to load regardless on PS4. Also, that voice you are hearing right now outside of mine is in fact Jack Black, as he plays the role of R.L. Stine, Slappy, and Nikola Tesla for some reason.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, there we go. I was like, did that actually work? Because sometimes it doesn't want to work.
Listen.
So now we have to go grab the book.
He's a vile little...
And also we find out about Slappy, who of course kind of became Goosebumps' main antagonist after a while. Was never intended to be that in the books or in the original TV series, but he just kind of became that. So we're missing some pages, so we have to go find those pages. And of course, we have to go break the house while we're at it. So isn't that fun?
It's not video games without casual content, or, sorry, property destruction.
Yes, just casual property destruction. Now, he tells you to hide under the bed, but you don't have to hide under the bed. As a matter of fact, I believe Niddle, the world record holder for this game on PC, chooses the closet. The closet is actually kind of nicer because it's a bit easier to almost get through that door. There are two things. This ghoul that's walking has locked the door somehow, so even if we could get past her, the door remains locked until she goes through. However, once she does that, now there's two things that can happen. She'll either stand at the door, in which case we have to go back and hide, and then it's like, oh, okay then, and then we just proceed as normal. Or we can sneak past her and, you know, get there faster. Now, I believe on PC, you don't have to wait for Slappy to talk to skip the entire dialogue. However, on console, you have to wait for him to say ho-ho before you hit restart checkpoint. Otherwise, the game goes, oh, you didn't do the thing. Oh, okay then. Also, there is a trick to get the page in the little cubby hole thing that I hid in. However, it doesn't work on console, and it might have to do with the sensitivity of the controller. Unfortunately, turning up the sensitivity on the controller itself for the game actually makes the game far worse. Interesting fact. So trying to do that doesn't help either. And also, Slappy gets stuck right on the side there. He does not move past that, even before the lawn gnome attack thing happens. For whatever reason, the programming does not allow him to go any further. And of course, the gnome with the key is standing right there. If he touches you, you die. Fun fact about this game and its trophies, every trophy pretty much is associated with getting killed by something. Whether it's a red lawn gnome, Slappy himself, it really doesn't matter. It's just like, here's a trophy for you. Tree kills you, here's a trophy for you. Die by poison, trophy for you. Die by werewolf, trophy for you. Clown, ghoul, doesn't matter.
I'm sorry, can we rewind to tree? How did the tree kill us?
Oh, you will see. Well,
oh good, I'm excited.
I just don't know where this lawn gnome has decided to go. Where is the one with the key? There it is. It's sitting inside the room. Get back here, please. Come on. Oh, is R.L. Stine gonna say that? No, I'm gonna die. Also, another thing, the way you know you're dying is the screen will slowly fisheye on you, and it's like, okay. Unfortunately, we have to sit through the lawn gnome attack again. Luckily, every time you die, it does save the pages you've collected, minus the lawn gnome attack one.
Lawn gnomes are stealing some pages. Wait, did you see that? One gnome
So
was
I have a
carrying
question
key.
for you. Well,
Don't
we're
just stand there. Smash
lawn
them.
gnome attack reduxing.
Yes.
When we're reattaching the pages into this book, do we have tape or are they just held together with willpower? We just seem to be inserting them and they're staying, and that's already pretty magical.
See, here's the funny thing about that, because lawn gnomes will take them from us every time. Anytime so, even if we do get them back, if we run into a lawn gnome, specifically the blue ones, as we're about to die to Slappy again. By the way, that's a fun thing. Slappy is still active even though he's in front of us talking to us and we can't move. So that is also a thing that can happen. Isn't that fun?
That feels unfair.
Yes. Welcome to Goosebumps. May I take your order? So right now he's summoning Murder the Clown. Say hi to Murder the Clown, everyone.
Me or my friend.
Hi, Murder the Clown.
So now...
He doesn't seem that interested in us.
So now, Stein is freaking out, and he's like, oh no, murder the clown. Now that page will stay with us forever, however, this key will not, so if I die, I have to go back and get the key, but it starts us right in front of that room. Fun little fact. Murder the clown is fairly simple to avoid, as I take probably the long way through the hallway. And then we run, climb up the stairs. Where the ghoul is. The ghoul kind of rules downstairs. Murder can go in between both. And then the werewolf, who we don't see that much of, who we will see shortly, will just be chilling. Gnomes, I don't think blue ones come up here. I don't think. Also, the pain with crouching is that it kind of does the fisheye thing that I was talking about, where the screen slowly gets darker around you. So it's like, is something actually around me, or am I okay? So now we've collected almost every page, even though it says we have 7 of 10. Even if you die, it counts that you still have all the pages. So we're gonna die to the werewolf, provided I can get there, because right now the ghoul really wants to get in the way. See, that's the fun thing about the top floor, is you have to worry about the ghoul, and it's kind of like, are you gonna be nice and get out of my way, question mark? She's right there, so we're gonna go dip into here, dip back into the closet, and wait for her to go away. Because, it's not a fun time. Also, I believe on PC there's a glitch that sends you straight to the stairs. Unfortunately, reloading in the PS4... Oh, wait, she's not gone.
Monsters will hear
Oh, crap.
while crouched to make
She might grab me. Because if they know where you are, they will grab you. Yeah, like that.
Oh,
Crap.
please ask before giving a hug.
Yes, you would hope so, but unfortunately, no. Again, I don't know too much about the PC version. I just know that certain tricks that work in the PC version do not work here, and it really sucks. But don't worry, this is the hardest part of the game. This level specifically. After that, this game does not become a game anymore. It becomes a glitch fest.
My favorite.
Oh,
Make
yes.
a lot of noise.
So,
The
I don't know
monsters
if you just noticed that through the
move
bars and
while
how
crouched
she was
to make less
sliding
noise.
out. She wasn't even walking out. The game was just like, I'm just gonna
Stein
make
woke
her
up from
slide
his
out of the
terrible
room.
nightmare next
Not
to a
even
little
program an
puppy named
animation for
Sophie.
that. So now that we finally got out of there, thank God, we are now going to eat the Wolfman. Also, Slappy's going to be
Weren't you
very
ever
angry at
taught
us
not to
for going
enter
into his
someone else's
room.
room without permission? I'm done
I mean, that is
playing
kind of
nice.
rude of us.
Why
Yes.
don't you stick around and say hi?
Also, I love
to
his
my
running
newest
away
friend?
animation, because a lot of the time you see him walking like Frankenstein's monster, and then you see him do that, and it's like, okay. There is a way where you can pass the werewolf. On PC, it's very easy. On console, it's very hard, and also you can't do exactly what PC does either. You have to run by him as fast as possible, get through there, get under there, and then go. However, it doesn't quite work all that time. I think I've only got it to work once. So now I want him to kill me so that I can get back out into the hallway. Because for some reason, if you don't let him kill you, the game won't let you progress because of all the gnomes that took your pages. But if you die, because again, the reloading thing and being put on the stairs doesn't work, the game thinks you have all the pages, and even though if these gnomes take those pages, it's perfectly fine. Go through. Game loads. We reload the checkpoint to skip the dialogue that R.L. Stein's going to have with us. And then it's time for the most dreadful part of the entire game. This fight. Every time you die in this fight, you have to listen to him say, "So, you finally made it down here. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going to enjoy ending your story." Every time. So you have to run away from Slappy. In addition to running away from Slappy, you have red gnomes. You can use red gnomes to hit him. However, red gnomes can kill you, so you have to be very quick with the red gnomes. So typically I just throw them out of my way and make sure I can grab onto a yellow one, because it's like, oh, I can sit here and wait for him to show up and just throw this at his face. Also, he likes to take craps on the floor.
Excuse me?
Yes, he likes to crap on the floor, as I got too scared there because I thought he was going to grab me. But yes, he plops down green goo, which I call poop in this game, as him taking a poop, all over the floor. And it's just like, oh, okay. Oh,
It's a really rude thing to do.
That was actually really close. I could have done... Oh, nope, we died. I was like, oh no! Because, again, the second he touches you, even if you have a gnome in your hand, he will kill you. Also, the fun times are the fact that, you know, sometimes you can hit him with the gnome, and the game won't register that you've hit him with the gnome, and he'll still kill you.
No more Mr. Nice.
These are the things that you have to, be aware of. So, yes. Like I said, you have to listen to him say that speech every time. I had to. That shouldn't have counted, but okay, that counted.
Excuse me, how delicate are we when a small gnome with what appears to be a mini gardening rake hitting us in the shin kills us?
Like I said, everything can and will kill you. It is a thing.
Ending your story.
You know what? I should have taken you literally.
As Niddle has said in the past, this is kind of like baby's first horror game, because a lot of it is jump scary. So it's kind of like, I can see and agree with that. And also the game is relatively short. There's only 3 levels in the whole thing. As I get caught again. Sometimes he'll just appear behind you and just murder you, and it's like, oh. Oh. Okay. Okie dokie, I guess. It's a thing.
So, you finally
Chat
made
is
it
pointing
down.
out to me that we
No
are
more
in
Mr.
fact
Nice Guy.
supposedly a
I'm going to
child.
enjoy
But
ending your
honestly, we're
story.
pretty tall for a child, judging by the objects around us. Yeah, I'll just assume that we're a tall kid. A very delicate, tall kid.
Fair enough. Okay. Gotta watch out, because I don't know where he is. And I don't know where a red gnome is. Trying to find... Oh, good. But also, oh, bad. Like, I've seen some of the top players actually use... Thank God he decided to turn around and poop. Otherwise, we would have been doomed. There we go. Also, if you do happen to step in it, you're kind of stuck here until the green meter goes away, and he's gonna catch me. Well, that was a thing.
Oh, Zogban has informed me in chat that since this is baby's first horror game,
Finally
we
made it
are a
down.
floating baby. Got
No
it.
more Mr. Nice Guy.
Fair enough.
I'm going to
I've learned the
enjoy
lore.
ending your story.
Run, grab. I hope that we're not stuck here for a long time. This can happen sometimes. Call it marathon luck, if you will. And it's just like, oh. Okay, there we go. I just need to find him to make sure that he doesn't grab me. Oh, no, he's turning around.
Caution, sticky floor.
There he is, but he's in front of that, which probably means It doesn't...
Oh, the pro strats!
It doesn't count as double... Oh, come on! He had to be right there, right? I could have almost maybe done the thing to do the thing, but no. Oh god, where is... There it is. Hey! Hey! You! Get over here. I need you. He's on his last hit. Please, for the love of God, make this work. Also, red ones will randomly despawn as well. I've seen it happen while practicing today, actually, and it's just like, oh. Oh wait, that wasn't his last hit. That was his first hit so that was his second one. Yay, a lawn gnome right here. Fantastic. Now I can sit here and wait for him to show up and hopefully not take a crap on the floor. There we go. Now here's the thing. We've defeated him. However, there are still red lawn gnomes everywhere. If a red lawn gnome touches you, you have to do the fight all over again.
That's just a rude spot to put your checkpoint.
Yes. But now is the fun time where the game stops becoming a game and becomes a glitch fest. Also, he escapes the book. He's just like, nah, I'ma climb out.
That didn't take very long.
And then he takes the book. Which leads me to ask, why didn't he grab all the pages anyway and just leave? Just leave.
It's for the book, dummy. You'll never guess what I'm going to do with it next.
What's he gonna do with it next?
I don't know.
Better not go in there, Twist.
But we're going in
Brewer
here.
has gone mad.
Against R.L. Stein's orders. I don't know if you can actually do anything in the game other than go through the door. Or like what would happen, because you do have to go through this door to continue the game. By the way, for everybody in chat, I lost. You're welcome.
Oh, that took me a minute.
Take a moment to stop and smell the flowers, Twist. Come a little closer.
Excellent.
I'll be making
So we're being
nice
turned
spot
into a
for you
plant
in my
right now.
garden, next to the lawn gnomes.
This game has an obsession with lawn gnome.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
we might not be a baby unless we have big hands for a baby.
so
Listen, I'm Dr.
we're talking to Dr. Brewer. Also, I apologize for about a minute from now.
Find a microscope.
You will all find out.
Poison is effective.
Actually, it's probably like
I may be able to
20
survive
seconds
if
from now. Anyway, I apologize for what you're all about to see. My sincerest of apologies.
The plant cells are very active in your case. You're quickly taking over.
Ah, yes, I love it when there's a tiny skull in my blood.
Yes.
Oh, there's two. They have friends.
Yes.
I understand what the poison is now.
So he understands what the poison is, and so now we've got to get out of here. PC has an interesting trick. That interesting trick here doesn't work. We cannot walk backwards and things. I mean, we can, but it doesn't save time like it does on the PC version, unfortunately. So we're going to the west part of the conservatory. By the way, there's piranhas in the water, which leads me to ask why they kill you, because I don't think piranhas eat, plants? I could be wrong. I don't know anything about piranhas, other than they don't eat people either. Yay!
Yeah, I don't
The
know if they
door
do eat.
didn't, you know, screw me over there. The door is very finicky sometimes. So now we're going to sit in this chair and eat some food. But wait. No, we're not.
Eating skip.
Yes.
It's something you shouldn't do in real life.
And now, with this box in the PC version, you can actually do the trick that I'm walking towards. There is something unique about boxes in this game. Unfortunately, we can't move the camera fast enough to use that box to do it. So we have to go another route. Also, there's bees. Bees can kill you, and yes, there is a trophy for bees killing you. Like I said, most of the trophies in this game are die by X thing. It's kind of weird. And yes, there is a
Does
platinum trophy.
Does receiving the trophy from dying via bees take the sting out of it?
I don't remember what it's called. It's definitely.
I'll see myself out with my dirty puns.
It's certainly called. No, not the bees, not the bees. They're in my eyes. Ah. That's for sure. All right. Now, this was the old trick. If I can get it right, what we're going to do is we're going to use the plant to get on top of the table. I have been kind of able to get the other trick to work, but it's very different and not as easy, and also I don't understand how it's happening. No, that's
Their
wrong.
favorite kind. Oh, on the table.
There we go! So here's the interesting thing about boxes. Crouch, grab box, stand back up. It starts to fly.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, we have a flying machine. Oh, goodbye.
Yes. And if you want to start lowering yourself, just, you know, crouch again. So yes, flying through the sky, breaking the level, not grabbing the 3 ingredients he needs, not doing any of that nonsense, just lightly flying down. Also trying to ignore his position, because if you go close to him, the game will put you in his cutscene, which is not what we want. We just want this flower. Ta-da. And the game thinks you have the 3 pieces that he needs, by the way. So the game is like, oh, you have everything that you need.
You should have
Fantastic.
a look through my father's research first.
Played game as intended. Yep. All of the quest items achieved.
Yes,
Got them
although
in
this
my inventory.
cutscene I kind of wish didn't happen, so I should have probably gone the other way. Because he's going to grab us and be like, hi, I need to take a closer look at you. Please go get my flower again. It doesn't make you get the flower again. You just have to sit through this cutscene.
Apologies. I just wanted to get a closer look at you to see how the poison was progressing.
I would very much like not to
You're
be
getting worse.
picked up and stared at by a
Last
tree.
ingredient is a
Now here's the
complicated
reason
spell.
why you don't want to run the
You can find
console
one in the back of
version.
the lab.
I hope you're all ready for some
Try to grab you.
gyro. Because that's what you have to do to turn these vials. It's absolutely terrible. I think on PC, they just need to use the mouse. Oh, but no. You gotta do this, and the game doesn't like to cooperate with it. And so it's like, oh, please. Please don't do this to me. Also, the game
you
will
love
tell you
motion.
when you're far enough, because it will rumble, and it'll also make a sound. Come on. Oh, come. Ugh. Yeah, like I
we're
said,
spilling.
the game is not your friend when it comes to this part. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. There you go. And then the rest of it is all magenta. Come on, come on. There you go. There you go. Alright, cool.
Oh, we're making a puddle as well.
And then we drink the potion, and the good doctor gets very, very angry.
Did he not want us to drink the potion?
Oh no, he wanted us to die. That's what
Oh.
doing his potion does. We're doing his daughter's potion instead.
Oh.
That's why I ignored it and started with the yellow. Because if you notice, it doesn't say do yellow 10. And he will kill you if you get too close to him and he stamps you. So, and that is an achievement, having him stamp you and that's why I said getting killed by a tree earlier is
I know
a
how I cure the
trophy.
poison now. You need to catch that dog that let
And also,
Nope, I guess we're not listening to the instructions.
there is a giant gummy bears in this level, but we're going to ignore them. Ari, Odana, Lama, Lanu, Carano, Toronto. It's my gimmick to always finish that with Toronto. Don't ask me why. It rhymes, that's why.
Tesla built
It
this tower
fits.
to
I think you
transmit
found the last
electricity,
magic word.
but I'm going to
Indeed.
use it
This will
to
make the
spread
spell
my
work
magic
better.
So
across the
now
world.
we are
See you
going to be
later.
joined by Nikola Tesla.
What
The
if that
statue
Weisenheimer
specifically,
Edison
not the
sent that
actual
automaton
Nikola
to steal
Tesla.
my secrets? Outrageous!
Run!
You down there! I, Nikola Tesla, require your
And there we go. And then Slappy's gonna be like, ha 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 ha, ha, I have the book, and he's about to lose the book, because, you know, he's standing on a high thing, and he has a ghoul doing ghoul things, like pushing this thing that, you know, directs electricity right past him.
Take a
Genius
hint already.
plan.
You can't beat me, Twist. I have the book now, and
So are there any other voice actors in this
I don't.
other than Jack
Look what he's
Black?
done.
Well, there was
Can go to
Dr.
the
Brewer,
basement.
and there was
Keep it
his
away from
daughter.
that dummy. I'll come get it after I've made my preparation.
Yes.
You won't stop me this time, Twist.
That book must be of great import.
Yes, so we need to get this
Behold,
ray gun,
this case
and you're
contains
supposed to
my
do a
greatest
puzzle
creation.
and deal with
First,
killer
you
tiny
must unlock
robots and whatnot. But we're not doing any of that. Let's see here. So, are you gonna let me do it? Nope. Are you gonna let me do it now? Come on. Come on, you can do it.
Ah, for want of a jump button.
It's not even a jump button that I'm looking for.
Oh. Are we going through, not over?
Well, oh, there we go. See, game is severely broken, you see. And so
Oh.
that can happen. Now, is it going to let me do the gun now, or no? It's still going to say locked the entire time, so you need to get yourself into a position where it's going to say open. So a lot of times I do this. There is another method that they use on PC where they move back and forth, up and down. I found out that you don't have to go off the thing. There we go. So now we have it. The other way...
Locks don't exist.
Yes.
You can power whatever you like
Things don't
simply by
exist.
aiming
Goodbye.
and shooting.
But yes, they would move back and forth, waiting for the prompts to change. I kind of found that you can just move it up and down, and then I found out that you can kind of use the back and forth method as well to do a little bit faster if it's not going to give it to you
This
right
is my
away.
mechanical room.
And
It can
that
be
I
a bit
just
of a maze.
found probably
Keep
2
your
days
wits
ago that
about
you can
you.
kind of only move it a little bit. Now it says get the book first, over and over and over again, because it really wants you to get that book. Now we're not going to get the book. We're just going to go into the elevator.
Hurry! That elevator will take you to the top of the tower.
So we skipped the book. And now we're
Locks
running.
really aren't real, are there?
Nope.
Be
Are they?
careful. I wouldn't want you to fall down. No, wait.
So apparently Nikola Tesla invented an earthquake machine. Why
This is
do you have an
unacceptable.
earthquake machine,
The
sir?
spy must have gotten his hands on my earthquake machine. Make him pay!
Again, why, sir, do you have an
and I
earthquake
friends from
machine?
earlier, right?
So now the...
You never know when you're gonna need an earthquake, really?
Reckless fly.
And then we're now introduced to the witches, and he goes, "You remember my friends from earlier?" No, we were never introduced to these. They're kind of in that cut. Dang. Okay, it's kind of happens sometimes, so you gotta listen to the speech all over it. That's the problem with dying in this game, is you usually have to listen to a speech over and over
This
and
is
over
unacceptable.
again.
The spy must have gotten his
Ah, yes,
hands on
chat
my
has pointed
earthquake
out
machine.
that the earthquake machine is to test if these very clearly rickety platforms
You remember
can
my
withstand an
friends from
earthquake,
earlier,
because that's important to know.
I guess
Reckless fly.
the key word is they cannot. Or the key...
Well, they needed confirmation that they can't. They really wanted something that couldn't withstand an earthquake. You know.
I actually also don't know if you can just walk this entire segment, or if you do have to run at points, and I haven't tested it because I'm kind of like, no, I don't really want to test it. Oh, by the way, he also apparently has plans for a death beam. Again, why? Why do you have those? Also, the thought camera is kind of a bit scary. Why do you want to know people's thoughts?
Well, clearly the death beam is to see if the rickety platforms can die. Science!
I guess. I guess you could say that.
Edison's been trying to steal my work for years. The bloody hack comes nowhere close to my brilliance.
I'm surprised that they could hire the real Nikola Tesla for this game.
Right? Who knew Nikola Tesla was so available?
Yes, all of the inventions are purely for use on this catwalk. Why else would this catwalk be
Alright,
here?
we made it past. It's now time for the final boss. This fight sucks. Because you remember the Slappy fight, right? Where he came and he touched you and would kill you and you had to find gnomes? Well, you don't have to find gnomes. But remember the 3 things in the house? You have to deal with them, plus the witches, plus shoot orbs all at the same time. Granted, it's one at a time. Oh, and if you die, you have to start from the very beginning of the fight, and you have to listen to him say this over and over again.
Hand it over.
I'd like to draw attention now to the werewolf is wearing shoes wrong. I really hope we get to see it close up again because I love how the werewolf wears shoes.
So one thing is you can kill the witches, which is nice, because the witches are the biggest pain in the fight. The amount of times I have died to the witches. The witches and murder are the worst thing. Ghoul and werewolf, not so much, because they're slow. But murder is fast. Also, there's now a diving witch, so that's just lovely. Also, murder's orb is fast, which is not lovely. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Also, did I mention he's fast and he's gonna catch me and he's gonna eat me? It's very bad times. How did that not hit me? I am impressed I did not die there. That should have killed me, but it did not. I will take it. That hit me.
Oh.
Fun fact, in my recent PB that I got while practicing for this, not today, but the other day, there were so many close calls that it was absolutely ridiculous.
The last piece I needed.
And it's just like, oh, alright then. Alright, so like I said, you restart, you gotta listen to them, you gotta listen to them summon them. You also can't shoot him. I also like how Nikola Tesla thinks it's technology and not magic.
What are those flying orbs above you?
And upset.
Perhaps you can disrupt the shield
Okay.
by destroying them.
Really?
What killed you there? What achievement did we get?
We
Did
didn't
get a
get
trophy?
one. The witch killed us because they're throwing projectiles.
Oh.
So that's why I keep aiming for the witches as well. But I thought, ooh, I can get this before they hit me. And then apparently I was standing right on one and it hit me. And I was like, oh. So yeah.
The technology he uses is shielding him. And
It's
my
not
coil
technology,
gun
it's
will be
magic.
ineffective.
But okay, technology, sure.
My word.
So you gotta
What are
watch
those
out for the
flying orbs
witches,
above
you gotta watch out for
Perhaps you can disrupt the shield by destroying
the
them.
target that he summons, and you gotta make sure that you're in a position where you can hit this. There we go.
Now what is that green? Oh. What is that green orb?
I hit the thing!
See, you brought the book. Thoughtful. It's the last
I can't believe that was a thing!
Now hand it over.
Okay, that was worth it. That was worth it, okay?
Has that ever happened before?
No, I didn't even know that could happen, because I think they're all supposed to despawn the second you hit all 3 of them.
Word. What are those flying orbs above you? Perhaps you can disrupt the
We
shield
love
by
creative new
destroying
ways
them.
to experience time loss in speedrunning.
You remember my friends from Earth, right? Will you survive?
Come on. Yes! Okay, we got that one. One down. Got 2. He's got 1 more shot. I've gotta watch out. Where is he? There he. Yeah! I hesitated, started moving backwards, thinking I was gonna get hit. No, that's not.
You
what
made a
happened.
lovely sound effect for that witch. Perfect time.
It's the last piece I need.
This fight's a little rough sometimes. Because you're just like, oh, how is this gonna go again? And again, it sucks that you can't skip cutscenes. You kind of just have to suffer through them.
My word! What are those flying orbs above you? Perhaps you can just
I
show
don't
the
know
shield
why there
by
isn't a
destroying
cut skip
them.
button, but there's not a
You
cut
remember
skip
my
button.
friends from earlier, right? Will
Yes,
you
I called it
survive?
cut skip button. That's fine.
We're just speedrunning language. That's how that works.
Exactly.
So, reading the text from the cutscene, they seem to also not know what the flying orbs are. Does anyone know what the flying orbs are?
I see you brought the book.
Probably
How thoughtful.
Slappy does,
It's the
but he doesn't
last
want to tell
piece
us.
I needed.
Oh, that's
Now
rude.
hand it over.
You wanna share? Just for me, Slappy. Come on. Come on. Show me that hidden Jack Black voice line where he explains the entire lore in
This is
depth.
shielding him, and my coil gun will be ineffective.
I need to start focusing on actually shooting them instead of shooting, because that's what I used to do. I used to just be like, how many witches are there right now? Okay, let's half that number, shall we? Instead of trying to luck my way through this. And be like, haha, I know where the thing's gonna be. I know how to aim at this. As I continue to do the thing that I said that I should be doing and not doing that thing.
You remember my friends from earlier.
Who makes
right?
good decisions in speedrunning? It's all fake.
Also, the last hit of where you hit the orb is very important because it'll be your distance away from Slappy from when you have to hit Slappy. There we go, 1. Where are you? You're all the way over there. Is that gonna come this way? It is going to come this way. See, now that I've cut his battle arena in half, it's like, you're mine now. Granted, murder is still the scariest thing in this fight. But he's gone now.
I
Hopefully.
was gonna say, he got a little close for comfort there. I did not care for that.
Yes. And now we have the werewolf.
Look at how he wears shoes! I love it. But also, don't look at how he wears shoes. Look at the things that are attacking you. That's also a good idea. But also, look at how he wears shoes!
I mean, he is technically attacking me as well. He is really close. Oh my god, please let me move faster. Oh god! See, that happened with the witch. Remember how I said there were a lot of close calls in my PB and it was like, how did that miss? Yeah, that's a thing that happens too. Oh, come on. You could have let me hit that. Okay. There we go. So, because we're far away,
Hi, Twist.
we're good.
Fire in the hole.
Everything's okay. Slappy gets returned fire. That's time. It's game over for Slappy.
GG.
And his head pops off, and he says he doesn't want to go back. And then the game just fades. And presumably R.L. Stine gets released from the book. I don't know. And then the credits play. And then the loading screen happens. And then you're back there, and if you hit new game, you can't chapter select. But because we beat the game, we can chapter select. Isn't that nice?
A whole 3 chapters.
Yep, a whole 3 chapters. Dun, 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 dun. 3 chapters. And
Very, very GG's.
and I can't believe we were underestimate based on how many times I died in that fight.
You had this in the bag. Perfect. You are the master of RNG.
Also, today's tea is blueberry pancakes.
Oh, delicious.
Very.
Thank you, Abbie, very much for sharing this horrible experience. And by horrible, I mean hilarious, and also horrible experience with us. If people would like to see more of you and your horror game ways, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Abbie's Corner. You can also check out my previous speedruns over on YouTube at Abbie's Corner's Horror Speedrun Archive. You can also check me out at Horrible Games in 2 weekends from now, so that would be the 4th to the 7th of November, as I will be basically the Silent Hill block, as I was the only one who submitted Silent Hill, and I'll be running Silent Hill 3 and Silent Hill Origins in that. And yes. And you can follow me on Twitter at Abbie_Brander, and you can follow me on Instagram at EveryVillainIsLemons with 2 S's on the end, because somebody took 1. And that is...
I love that as a username. Every villain is lemons?
Yes. It
I'm
is
suddenly looking at my lemon water differently.
It is a SpongeBob reference.
Ah. I see.
Yes.
Thank you again so much for sharing with us.
No problem.
We do have another terrifying showcase coming right up. So don't go anywhere, everyone. We'll be right back.
Oh, yes.